now I want to make a tutorial specifically on how to export data using ONDB, which means that when you use ONDB to, for example, prepare any publication you want to make for a journal, you have to export what you're doing, you have to define your research, you have to export your research, and then goes to Excel, import the file which has been exported by ONDB, and then create something special. I'll show you. I must say that, as you will see, it's not so easy at the moment. This is why I want to show you this. It's not complicated. I mean, it takes a little bit of time, and we're just working on the program to make it more easy and more direct. So let's say that I want to make a publication on primary otosclerosis, and I want to show my results in case of obliterative otosclerosis. So I'm going to click on surgery result as usual, and then select by pathology, and of course I will select otosclerosis here. This will open this window, and now we have to click on primary surgery, and then we have these tabs. So I will click on tab surgery first, and then I will click on type of otosclerosis, obliterative, 146 cases. So this is what we have at the moment. 146 patient cases have been operated for obliterative otosclerosis, and we have 130 available data for this series. Just before showing how to export that by using this button here, export data, you have to understand that this program will make exportation and will export 3 files. One will be pre-operative clinical data, which will include those entire series of 146 cases, and not only the one with available post-op data. The second file will be post-operative clinical data, which means now related to these 130 cases, and this will export only the clinical and surgical finding data, as you will see. And then the last one will be post-op audiometric data, which means this will be related to hearing threshold here. But of course, first you need to click on with pre and post-op data, and now we have 130 cases, and then you click to export data. And then you have to select this line, automatic TXT file to Excel import. And now the program already export 3 files, as I explained. Those 3 files, you can find them on a file called data export, which is part of ONDB file. This ONDB file has been created automatically by the program the first time you install ONDB on your computer. So it goes to application app, and then you find data export, and then that's the 3 line. I would suggest that you already change a little bit the name of those things because it would make things more easy. Clinical, this one is the pre-op clinical data. So I think it's better to change the name, and I will type here and say pre-op clinical data. This will make more easy to find them. Anyway, this one is post-op clinical data, so I change that again to post-op clinical data. All right, and then the last one, this one is the post-op audiometric data, so I have to change that. Post-op audiometric data. You see data. You see you have the data, which is today the data of your study. So these are the 3. Now it's only .txt file. As you can see, the extension is .txt. You cannot use it like this. You have to use you have to import each of them on Excel. So I have to open up Excel file to the Excel program, and then create, of course, a new Excel file like this. And I will import each of the 3 TXT files separately. So let's start with the pre-op clinical data file, import, and then you have to select text file and import. And now you have to select the one you want to import. So I said pre-op clinical data, which is this one, as you can see. So I double click on this, and then you see you have this blue box here, next, it means next. So I have to click on that until it disappears. Then you can see end or fin in French. So you click on end, and then you have the new file, which is the Excel file. What you can see is on the left the name of all the information related to the patient, patient name, first name, date of birth, age of patient, clinical data. You'll see the which is the different tabs, so related to tympanic membrane, related to external auditory canal. You also have information related to surgery, tab number 3. So of course this is obliterative, but you also have other things like type of hearing loss. You also have things like post-operative, but this is going to be for the next one. Associated pathology. If you have a molluscus ankylosis like this, there isn't seventh nerve, etc. So that is good. So you don't have any information related to audiometry. So we have to save that file, save as, and let's say that I'm going to put a specific name. Let's say obliterative study pre-op clinical. That's it, and it goes to data export anyway. So that's it. Now I can close this one, and I need to import the second one. Do the same for the exportation. So export Excel file, create another one, then file, import, and then again text file, import, and then I have to select the pre-op clinical data. This is done. So post-op clinical data, number 2, this one. Again, next. So you see it's take a longer time because there are more information. I can see end now, so I click to end. If you click to end before it's not even on blue, it's not going to work. So you miss a lot of information. So I click to OK. Now it's fine. So you have now the second file, which is clinical information only on post-op, so only for the 130 available data. And you can see on the right you have the complications, sensory no hearing loss, normal tympanic membrane, etc. patient by patient. So you have everything here you need. And now I need to save that file, save as. I have to change that again. Obliterative study. And that is related to post-op clinical. All right, and then save. So now I can close that. And the last one will be audiometry. So Excel file, open up a new one, and then import. Again, same as before, text file, import, and then post-op audiometric data. That's it. That is going to be a little bit longer because there are much more information. So you have to click to next, 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 and end. Okay, and now you see we have everything we need. We have again, of course, name of patient, first name, all the same information, but now goes the audiometric data. Pre-op, free first line at bone connection pre-op, air connection pre-op, air bone gap pre-op, because of course we are showing post-op, but we also have the information related to pre-op, and we have the same thing, bone connection average post-op. That's the mean bone connection. So pre-op and post-op, mean air connection pre-op and post-op, and same with the air bone gap pre-op and post-op for each patient, of course. You see that. And by doing this, if you export that to, if you give that to any statistician, you can use it, import that to a specific program. The only problem that we also have exportation frequency by frequency, each patient by patient. So bone connection pre-op 0.5, 1, 2 kilohertz, and then 4 kilohertz, and also same for post-op 0.5, 1, 2, and 4 kilohertz. The only problem is that you remember that I'm using only 4 frequency, 0.5, 1, 2, and 4 kilohertz, or whether the program is exporting all informations. And if you don't use the this frequency 125, 250, but also 3000 and 8000, the program will export that and put 0, which is not good. And again, this is something that we have to change in the future. But at the moment, you have to change all 0 related to the frequency which are not used to 900. This is the way to give the possibility for the professional statistical software which is going to be used at the end to understand that this line cannot be used. So the best way is to select pre-op, for example, 125, then you go to edit, and then you go to search, and then you go to search and replace. So by clicking on that, you have one line. This is in French again, I'm sorry about that. So this is search and replace by. So search 0 and you replace by 900. And then you click to replace everything to all the cell. And you see, you close it. And then you see the pre-op 125 have been changed, all 0 have been changed to 900 and not in the other one. I would do the same for 250 pre-op. So I will click on that and I will click to edit, search and replace, and type 0, 900, all cell, and then replace everything. That's it. So you do the same, line by line, each time you want to remove and to understand that something is not going to be used. For example, the pre-op 0.3, same thing. So you select the line, the column, I mean, and then you edit, search, replace, 0 by 900, all cell, all column, and that's fine. And then replace everything, and that's it. And then close up. And you do that every time. You have to change. Same for 0.8. I'm going to do that all the time, but be very careful. Of course, not if you see a 0 like this. This is the airborne gap post-op average. So of course, you're not going to change that. So I do that for frequencies 125, 250, 0.3, and 0.8. Everything like this one, pre-op, air conduction pre-op 8000, I will remove that. Same with the bond connection post-op 250. So column by column. Anyway, that's it. Now you do a file export, save as. And then of course again you change the name and you have obliterative study post-op audiometric, for example, data, and that's it. Okay, now you can close up, and then you can see these are XLSX. These are the free ones that you're going to use for the professional statistical studies. So I would suggest that once you have done that, you remove the TXT file, not to make any problem there, and then you keep only this, and then you create a file called like this one, obliterative study, and then you put that on one file. All right, so I think it's I just wanted to make a specific tutorial on that, just to show you this at the moment. It's not perfectly easy to use it. It's not a complicated thing, but it's a little bit of waste of time at the moment, so we're going to change that and make it more easy in the near future. But I think it's important to show this. So thank you for watching again. The next tutorial will be related to how to create a patient file with creation of audiometric files for this patient and everything, and the follow-up of the patient. That's going to be the next tutorial. So thank you for watching again, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.